Alright then, let's make the final push. When I say final, towards the next and probably final. Oh, wide leg, I got the trackers thing. Never mind. Never mind. Leave the rest. Oh, I hate these things. Oh boy. Ah! Oh, thank you, Petrus. That was a close one. Ah, yes. Telemes, the last one. Makes sense.
There you are. Praise the Enlightened. Your cousin has already reached the heart. Our other allies informed me. They are also trying to stop the creatures.
What do you intend to do?
Pursue him all the way there and do everything I can to stop him.
In that case, may the Enlightened keep you in his divine... Oh no. More beasts are coming. Be prepared!
Oh dear. To arms, to rings, to your enlightened lord. Whatever you need. Oh god, that didn't work. Oh, that... I hate these bloody things. Are you serious? Ah, their tails. What the hell? Can I please get an attack in? God, I'm gonna be a bit careful here. Oh no, you do not, asshole. It's all yours.
This time it's my turn. I'm staying with my people.
I guess.
I knew you'd say that.
Well, I wasn't going to let the young ones get all the glory.
Your help would be a blessing, Father.
You see? You should go now, my child. Be careful. We are all praying for your success.
Thank you, Petrus. Be careful too.
Alright then. Anything else I can collect while I'm here? Hawthorne. Do I bother? You know, just for the sake of it, I might do something, call me crazy, but how much are these things going to cost us? 2 level... Oh, we need science. Well, my stat was just completely stuffed. Oh, great. And that's not gonna work. Sciencey science. Oh, great. So we're just gonna have to make sure we rely on the 76 health. I know it sounds a tad overboard, but if these creatures are anything to go by, that might mean absolute bugger all soon enough. Let's just face it. Okay. That was closed off. Ah, yes. Alright, Constantine, it's you and me. Hang on, Milfrickdomen. We're here to save you. Constantine, let's do this. You and me. Stop, Constantine.
Constantine!
Restrain her!
Holy shit. What in all hell? Oh my god. Oh Jesus. Okay, okay, okay. Let's try get rid of its armor. Holy shit. Come on. Yes, go, go, go. Yes, okay. No more armor. Okay. Ah, crap. That wasn't actually too bad. Oh my god, okay. Oh, oof. Gotta watch out for debris and everything else under the sun. Oh, yes. Perfect time for a strike. Okay. What was Fury again? I totally forgot where I assigned it. Completely forgot. Fury, 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 Fury. Oh, up, up. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Oh. Go, go, go! Oh, nice, nice! Oh, 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 we're too close. Couldn't. Oh God. Okay, come on. Oh crap, 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 crap. Lovely, 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 lovely. Alright. Oh hell no you do not. Let's get armor ointment going. Lovely, lovely. We're underneath, underneath, come on. Oh yes. Okay. Where are you gonna go next? I see you, I see you. Come on. Where the hell are you? Oh, yes. Yes, 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 yes. Perfect, perfect. Oh, hell no, you do not. Can I freeze it in its tracks? Ah, that did not work. Oh, that didn't do anywhere near as much as I thought it would. Oh, yes. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Go! Oh! One more! One more! Trying to guide its style. Yes, yes, come on! Oh, that's it. Come on! Yes!
No! Stop! Step back. I do not desire your death. I'm sorry.
Why? Why have you done this?
But for you. For us. So that we may live free at last.
What freedom?
This makes no sense. Constantine, it's
It
madness.
is.
You don't understand because you're still attached to the old world. This old, dying world which, to survive, has betrayed, used, and manipulated us and would not have hesitated to kill us.
Perhaps. But
I've seen death, cousin. And I understood the vanity of it all. My father's ruses just so he could earn more power. The political bowing and scraping to preserve corrupted nations. I have been offered unrivaled power, allowing me to get rid of this. To send the old world back to its inevitable death and to build something new here. Something unique. And this new world is my gift to you. You and I could be its new gods.
You've gone.
The immortal and benevolent monarchs.
You've lost it,
He
Constantine.
himself is the incarnation of the old world he is speaking of. He has its vices and its poison. For his own immortality, he's prepared to destroy everything around him, to break millennia of cycles. I implore you, flesh of my land, think of all the lives that will come to an end to feed his bride.
He's right.
Don't listen to this old god. He's like all the others, after all, clinging to life.
Well, you're the one that
All
can't
you have to
disturb
do
harmony.
Is to bind yourself here, with me. And we will be gods together, forever.
Wow, okay. Look. Look, I suppose to an extent I could see where Constantine's coming from. He's like, well, he's just seeing Endomir Frictimin as this god that people worship, and it's time for something new to bring in a new era. But there was nothing wrong with this island. It was in perfect harmony. And then the Pilf and the Continent came. There was a war started. You know, there was conflicts. And then Constantine gets bonded. He feels this great power. It's like, oh, I've got still all this power. Now, how can I replicate this? How can I use this to my advantage? That's not living in peace and harmony. Constantine, you've just come and destroyed what... You've just destroyed harmony. I'm sorry, Constantine, but... No. You've gone completely insane. And I have to stop this insanity, even at the cost of your life. Goodbye, Constantine.
Come.
night, sweet prince.
We had to do it. There was no other way. Yeah, it's just leaving us alone. Fair enough. It's seeing an unreal victim and it's seeing with its eyes. It's like, you've done what had to be done. I'll leave you alone. You're one of our land, one of our people. I will not hurt you. Wow.
After the fall of Constantine, my young student managed to establish stronger links between the old nations and the natives. Some of their Donegada were even invited to the continent.
Oh, wow.
And with their help, it slowly became a land filled with life again. And for the first time in a long while, the number of cases of the Malicor is decreasing.
Awesome.
Those who bravely fought at Dorhad Genadu were celebrated everywhere. After all, if it weren't for this unlikely alliance, the island would have fallen into Constantine's greedy hands.
Quite true.
Sieglinde took Kurt as an advisor, but he insisted on keeping his place alongside his former student and friend,
Thank you,
watching
Kurt.
her back as he always had. Siora obtained the title of Marl of the Red
Congratulations.
Spears alongside her twin. She leads them with wisdom, but often reunites with the one she still calls her Karants.
Thanks, Siora.
Afra set aside her weapons and went back to her research on the native culture and flora of the island. It is said that she is even writing a book with the help of Dunkasi's clan when not visiting her friends.
Oh, awesome,
For
Afra.
his bravery, Vasco was awarded the rank of commander.
Good on
He
you.
now travels the sea at the head of a whole fleet, but he often comes back to visit his sister-in-arms.
You're hoping for that.
Petrus's
Congratulations.
ambitions have finally been fulfilled. He obtained the much-coveted title of Cardinal. Despite the responsibilities implied by such a title, he still sometimes visits the one he calls his child. Despite the
So he
help
should.
Ulan received, which allowed him to restore the importance of the seaside Nemeus, he still had to renounce the role of Marl as he faced the contempt of the other clans.
Fair enough.
Her friendship with the Renaigse helped Deirdre to overcome her reticence.
Good to see.
She willfully accepted to follow the orders of her new High King.
Good on you, Deirdre.
Dunkas and his people spent a lot of time with savants and theologians.
Okay.
Patiently, they shared their knowledge of the earth and learnt new techniques from one another.
Oh,
And
wonderful.
in so doing, they restored balance between the new world and the old. The natives' hostility towards the Alliance has not diminished, and Governor Byrne is in a delicate situation.
Oh boy.
Especially considering some sordid rumors in Al-Sad regarding the practices of the scholars he protects. The public revelations of Saint Matthias's life led to a deep change in Teleme. The Ordo Luminis was dismantled for good.
Excellent.
And the missionaries' purpose is now to establish dialogue rather than conversion.
As it should be.
Aware that their culture of secrets would lead them to their demise, the Nords changed their methods.
Oh, wow.
They welcomed numerous new recruits amongst them, notably natives.
Oh, awesome.
Under Sieglinde's control, the Guard returned to the honorable values that had made its reputation. And they did so all the more easily, now that their shadiest members were out of the picture.
Thank God. Wow. I suppose the only slight downside at the end there was, I mean, that post cutscenes was the fact that Governor Byrne's still protecting them? Like, what the hell, dude? But I guess he's a politician. It's what they do best. Wow. There were some things about that game which could have been better. I mean, it's not the best open world game. Lot of RPG role-playing aspects to it. You know, good fast travel. You know, but look, considering it's made by a small, I believe they're an independent studio called Spiders, and they've helped with some games in the past and been involved with some lesser known games or lesser known major titles or less appreciated titles, and there was a bit of debate as to whether this game would succeed. But I really actually did enjoy this game. It's a look for those people who like shooters or that sort of stuff. They're not going to enjoy this because it's, to a degree, it is a grind. But as with a lot of these open world role playing games, where it's a lot about the story, getting to know the characters, completing missions to level up, that's the point of the game. And I grew up playing a lot of shooter games, and when I came to enjoy open world games because of the you can do what you want in whatever order you like, which is the concept of it, and enjoy a really good storyline at the same time. Good characters, good story development, you know, which I appreciated from the Assassin's Creed games. You know, and it made me love and appreciate that style of gameplay. And for that, I really did enjoy this. Look, I suppose that, look, one of the things that could have been improved on is combat styles. It's a bit simplistic. And don't get me wrong, when a game is story driven, you shouldn't have a really complicated and near botched what do you call it, fighting mechanics. Sometimes it should be simple, but you know, it doesn't matter sometimes, because there's a difference between being simple but varied, simple with variation, and just being simplistic and just one or two things, which is not necessary half the time. And look, when I say the simplified, you got to understand that we talk about basic but variation is meaning that we didn't have many, like you can have basic combat, but that could also and should also involve at times, you know, having a button where you could do, you know, combine on a controller, say you got the triangle and X for a combo attack. You can have combo attacks in a basic system, and this game didn't have that. It relied on a very straightforward system, which is okay, but it could have been expanded upon, because there's more combat than you expect, but at least it's not too much that's like it makes you forget about the story. It's in places and enough that you can appreciate the combat, even though it's not quite as, you know, daring, I suppose, as you might expect it to be. But it's not supposed to be, because it is a story game. You know, whether it's the basic thing is what this has, a couple of controls, do what you like, could be expanded on. You know, another thing that could have been done better, I've mentioned it already in the playthrough, is fast travel points. I think there should have been more camps to discover, so that you don't have to cross halfway across regions to do that sort of thing. But for what it's worth, they were more strategically located, which to some extent I can understand. But if you put that aside, the character development was actually really good. Graphics are really good as well. So actually, you know what? That's something I actually completely forgot to do. But in the end, I don't think it was probably really that necessary, because I was actually originally going to go through the glossary of the characters, and I do apologize for that. But I think in the end, we didn't need to, because we learned a lot about the characters and our companions in the story. We did their side quests, we learned about Vasco, a bit about his history, you know, his long-forgotten family. You learn about Siora, her mother, her sister, her ties to the village, the island, Petrus, you know, his wanting to be promoted, his ambitions, but his love for his friends and his appreciation, his devotion to his faith. You know, he didn't want to be stranded from it, or didn't want to go down the wrong path. We found out little secrets about him, and he was protective but apologetic when necessary. Afra got off on the wrong foot, but she earned credibility back because she chose the right side. She chose the side of good and peace, you know, and she did earn that back with me, you know. She earned a bit more of my trust, you know, and that was good. Kurtz, you know, it was one of these people you just take at first for they're the mercenary, but you could see that friendship develop there, that connection, that I can rely on you, you can rely on me stance, and he's very useful at times, and I am very glad for that, you know. Burn, still a bit objectionable in my book. He should have known better. I don't care what he says. There's sometimes you just got to accept your own flaws, as we all do. Cornelia realized stuff about Petrus, but she didn't get too involved. And she did the right thing. She shut down the Order of Lumens. She had Bishop Domitius exiled him, and or at least arrested. You know, she saw that certain things had to be done. She realized them in the right way, and I did enjoy that. We didn't have to learn too much about her, but the stuff we did learn, so that she was actually a good person, and she's quite wise when she needed to be, you know. Constantine, someone that we developed, didn't learn too much about him, but there again, he's not one of those characters I don't think you were meant to learn too much about. It's just one of those things which you look at the characters and you think, it would have been nice, but in the end it probably wasn't necessary, so you forgive that sort of stuff. Desade, I don't think we ever were going to learn her first name. You know, she came from that family, we found out a few things. She found that, you know, she was meant to be an emissary, all this kind of thing, sent to an island she didn't know, had to do all these tasks, and we find out that she's actually from Tierfredi. And I think that's pretty cool, you know, that you can actually discover through companion missions and realize your true roots, and not turn your back so much on the people that you've grown up with, but learn to coexist on both sides and find the balance, which I really appreciate that. Dirk he's an interesting person, you know. I mean, again, he's like Constantine. You know from talking to him that he has a great passion for righteousness, for doing the right thing, but just because doing what it should be done has to be done the correct way. The justice, but in a just way. And I respect him heavily for that. You know, he could have just written edicts, all that, but no, he says, find this way, find that way, you know. I'm not going to do this We need justice, but I'll accept this way of doing things because that's their culture, or that's their traditions. He could understand. He was very, very wise for that, and I love that. Let me think. So you also had Sieglander. She's one of those I think she's probably one of those characters which, you know, is a bit traditional, but that traditional is good at times. It really is, because you sometimes expect them to go the other way, but no, she's very set in her ways, very, very traditional, modest as well. You know, she sticks to what she believes in, and you have a solid respect for her, and you almost want to express a profound gratitude for it, you know, because she stays true to herself, you know, which I find fantastic. You know, even the coup happened, everything else, she's kept a cool hand. She's like, I'll be there for you. This is the way it should be. I'm not compromising. You know, we need to clear up all the riffraff and get back to our honourable ways. I love that traditional side of things, that ethical side. That was really good. I still regret in the game that we had Ulan and the Bridge Alliance of Morlon. We couldn't save him. That was a real shame. I don't know what would have happened there. We probably would have probably gained some more respect on that side. Bridge Alliance are always a bit, with me, you know, not quite overly trustworthy. But you learn to weave your way through all the edginess of it, and you discover there actually are good characters there. Just you have to learn how to reach them, how to talk to them, how to, you know, pull them out of the madness that is, you know, that almost somewhat bent culture, almost, you know, just bent way of thinking, you know. And we managed to do that, which quite to a success. Deirdre, she's I respect that she's a solid warrior. She's uncompromising, but she can learn to see reason, and I'm really glad about that, you know. Even though she's uncompromising, she understands her land, she understands what needs to be done, and she can accept it when she knows it's right. That was really good, you know. Ulan, he Ducosilion, he explained that one fairly well. I never trusted the Slag. He was accepting, but he's too silver-tongued for me. Dunkus, I've said I trust him. He earned our respect. He was modest, fair, wise, and trusting. He knew what needed to be said. He knew there's a way you have to go about saying it. And I really, really appreciate that. He's a character which, you know, you have to learn. You know, you have to learn to understand it. But you get that feeling, the impression that if I get to know him better and get a good dialogue, something could come of this. You know, we could become friends, karans, as it's called in their language, and it was proven true. And I'm really, really happy about that. Esseld, early on, we haven't had much to do with her in the story, but she was very firm in her beliefs. But she learned that sometimes you have to accept this, but also be patient when necessary, as long as you can convince her the right way. That was really good. Siora was actually one of my favorite characters in the game, because she had to learn to see things from perspective, but you know, she learned that she wasn't too assertive. She asked for our help, but she didn't do it in a forced way. She was very passionate, but considerate at the same time. And I love that, you know, she wanted to learn more. She offered advice at the right time. She gave her opinions and didn't, you know, give us, you know, chat back, you know, didn't give us lip when we went against her. You know, she was understanding, you know. She's very passionate about her people, about her clan, family, her language and culture. You know, she learned a lot and she grew as a character with us and was a very trusting person who we could take on a lot of missions and know that we could trust her, we could rely on her, like Kurt, like Vasco, all these type of people. And I really did enjoy that. You know, there were some things, it's one of those things where there's a lot more pros in my opinion than there are cons. Those cons can at times sort of look a bit, I'm not sure, but then when you look at all the pros and all the really good things that the game they can enjoy and understand and appreciate, you can see the game for what it's trying to be, for what developers hoped it would be, and that I really do love, you know, and I can appreciate that. I think they did a really good job, and I'm interested to see what they do next. I really am. So, wow. Said I did enjoy that game. It's a bit of a, it sometimes may seem a bit of a it's dragged itself out, but that's just the way some of these games are. That's the way sometimes they're meant to be, with all the extra conversation, dialogue, but the dialogue is what helps build the story, build the characters, so it's goes hand in hand essentially. So anyways, we're going to end it here. I know I've waffled on, but I wanted to talk about that, you know, what I enjoyed about the characters, all that sort of stuff. It is a good game. An unexpected surprise is what I would put it. So I wasn't sure about this game when I bought it. I heard some good things, saw some good gameplay, and I thought I'll give it a try. I was really pleasantly surprised by this game, and that is such a good thing to say. It really is. So I hope you've enjoyed this game with me. I know it might seem a bit of a drag at times, but if you followed me to the end, I hope you've enjoyed it. I've enjoyed playing it with you. I've enjoyed all the twists and turns in this game, all the battles, all the tribulations, all the darkness that was in this game, and there was quite a few things that were very, very dark. But, you know, we managed to bring a lot of it to light, and we managed to move past it and on to bigger and better things, which is good. So thank you for all the support all of you have shown on the series. I really do appreciate it. It means a lot. So yeah. So anyway, I will end it. Again, thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for your support. And I'll see you next time for a brand new Let's Play. Take care and happy gaming.